swung on and missed a perfect game.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone. In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened. Fernando Valenzuela has pitched a no-hitter. It is gone. It is a walk-off home run for Justin Turner. It's over. Muncy, a walk-off home run. This is way back. Walk 'em off. Chris Taylor.
The Dodgers blow out the Padres. They silence the crowd at Petco Park. Game 5 is on back at Dodger Stadium on Friday. That's coming up next on the Dodgers Nation postgame show.
Another payoff. Benny got him with a slider. Clayton Kershaw. It's Teoscar Hernandez. Mookie mashed. It's a grand slam. 83 and game ender.
What is up, Dodgers Nation, and welcome to the Dodgers Nation postgame show, the number one Dodgers postgame show on YouTube, the number one Dodgers show on the internet. My name is Doug McKain. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMac_LA. Now, if you haven't yet, do me a huge favor. Hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit that like button for your Los Angeles Dodgers, who staved off elimination tonight by beating the San Diego Padres 8-0, a Game 4 blowout. It was crickets at Petco Park. We didn't hear Blink-182 tonight. We didn't hear all the small things, even though it's more like all the no rings for that Padres franchise. And now we have a Game 5, a 5:08 start at Dodger Stadium. So if you're going to the game, might as well just go to Dodger Stadium right now. I want Dodgers fans in their seats. I want to see the rally towels waving, because on Friday, we have just the 6th time in Dodgers franchise history that we're going to have a Game 5 in the NLDS. And tonight, it feels like a curse was lifted. It feels like we exorcised some serious demons down at Petco Park. The Dodgers snapped a 7-game road postseason losing streak. It was the first time the Dodgers had won a postseason game on the road since they beat the San Francisco Giants in Game 5 of the 2021 NLDS. This team is different. This team did not lay down. This team, with their backs against the wall, facing elimination, with all the haters out there, all the doomers out there, ready to fire Dave Roberts, ready to say that A.J. Preller is a better president of baseball operations, better acquisition of talent than Andrew Friedman, ready to say that this Dodgers team threw out $1.4 billion in the offseason just to have one win in the postseason. Not so fast, my friend. This Dodgers team, without a starting pitcher tonight, going into that hostile environment in San Diego, going up against the hottest team in baseball down the stretch, going up against an offense that was scoring runs in bunches against this Dodgers team, they used 8 relievers tonight, and they found a way to shut down. Tonight, the Padres scored as many runs as World Series titles that they have. 0. The Dodgers, Dave Roberts, the players, everyone stepped up tonight. And people around there calling for Dave Roberts' job, you owe him an apology. We still got Game 5 to play. It was a Dave Roberts masterclass tonight. For those who are saying that Mookie Betts doesn't know how to play baseball and he's on a milk box missing, well, that missing person was found. Mookie, all of a sudden, is on fire. Shohei, much better day at the plate. He gets the big single, scores some runs. Tommy Edman, what I asked before in the pregame show. I asked for a bunt. He lays down a bunt to tack on a run late. Gavin Lux hits a bomb off a lefty. Will Smith hits the longest home run of the postseason. A better swing for Max Muncy, who doubled to set up that Will Smith home run. The Dodgers even got screwed again thanks to a ball that hit an umpire at third base, and it screwed them out of a run. Thankfully, it didn't matter. But if you watch the pregame show, if you watch the postgame show last night, what'd I say? Go Ryan Brazier, then go to Anthony Bonda. Because you need a righty to face the 1 through 4, and you need a lefty to go against the middle of that lineup. And I don't know if the baseball ops department watches the show. I know some of them do. Just saying. But welcome to the Dodgers Nation post-game show. This is a celebration, man. This is a celebration. Something feels different about this Dodgers team. The fact that you stave off elimination is very different feeling than that 2022 team that laid down and didn't put up much of a fight. This Dodgers offense said, no, we're not going out sad against San Diego. We're going to go back to Dodger Stadium. We're going to go back to Dodger Stadium, and we're going to play a Game 5. And we'll talk about what we could see in Game 5. Yamamoto, Jack Flaherty. How about friend of the show, Landon Knack? Great to see him in the postseason. Great to see Landon Knack go out there and get his opportunity and make the most of it. But, yeah, I mean, you have Mark. We're going to break it all down. We have so much to get into, guys. Settle into the Dodgers Nation postgame show. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Hit that like button. Let me know who is your player of the game. Alex Joe says $1.4 billion and 2 wins. We'll see about that. Keep talking that talk. I've got receipts longer than CVS for those who are trying to talk smack. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Dodgers Nation postgame show. Let's get some comments of the show. I'm always looking for that comment of the show. Also, if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel and comment giveaway down below. We're a couple subscribers away from 100,000 subscribers. And once we do, we're going to do a giveaway. And to be eligible, comment giveaway down below, and you will be eligible. We got D-Mac into House Up Spencer. We got Ken Weed, Jasmine, Mookie of the Year from Stephanie Lopez. A nice little comment of the show. A little fire take right there. All the clowns asking for keys to victory. Sit Freeman down. By the way, yeah, a game for MVP Dodgers bullpen. That $2 super chat. Appreciate it. Dodgers should listen to you more often. D-Mac, Paul Good. They did listen to me, right? I got what I wanted. I got Kike Hernandez in the lineup. Kike had a big hit to spark the rally early on, and it was great to see a team win. A team win with their backs against the wall. This could go down. I know sometimes it can be a little over the top, right? But with the New York Mets advancing, the Dodgers playing Game 5 at home, there's a world where we could look back at this Game 4 and say that this is one of the most important postseason wins in Dodgers franchise history. Because at this point, you're back to having home field advantage against a really good team. No one thought this was going to be a sweep. It was unrealistic to think with the Dodgers pitching the way it was, the injuries they were dealing with, that you were going to make light work of this Padres team. It wasn't going to happen. But guess what? The Padres, you blew it. You blew it. You blew a chance at home to finish the job. Could they still win the series? Certainly they could. It's baseball. It's baseball. Anything can happen in a baseball game. I'm not declaring victory. I'm not getting cocky. I'm not doing that. But, and if you guys saw the graphic during the game, since 1995, the home team in Game 5 is 14-21, and the NL home team has lost 6 straight. Well, guess what? You ended a streak tonight by snapping your streak of 7 consecutive postseason road losses. You can certainly snap another streak there. We got giveaway. Yeah, comment giveaway, guys. Big hug. Finally, legit win our team. We got just take Chris Taylor out, please. Yeah, not a good night. Kike is a Dodger dog. He needs to be in the Game 5 lines. A $4.99 super chat from Josh S. Yeah, definitely a big Dodger dog of the game candidate right there. Release Taylor and keep Edmund from $4.99 from Blue FE. What did the pitching staff do differently this game as opposed to the previous 3 games? Can you give us your insight on their strategy? Well, what they did was they played the matchups well, and the truth of the matter is the way that they had performed this series, the Dodgers bullpen had pitched well, and it wasn't a matter of, okay, you're going out there with your starter that is either compromised because they're not at 100%, is a rookie, or is a Walker Buehler who just isn't the same when it comes to missing bats. So, I mean, you can't employ this strategy to an entire World Series run, but in a game where you needed it, yeah, they emptied the clip with their high-leverage relievers, and they were very, very effective. And as far as them doing what they were doing, I mean, you look at bottom of the first inning. Well, let's start the top of the first inning. Shohei Ohtani grounded to second, and that brought up Mookie Betts, public enemy number 1. Everyone talking about Mookie Betts being the worst postseason player in history, and he's on a milk box missing. And then Mookie Betts, what did he do in this one off of the Padres ace Dylan Cease? Well, it was more of the same for Mookie Betts. Another first season Mookie Betts blast.
Shoots.
Whoops. Let's get the other one. We got the. It's not the. It's not it. We'll find the Mookie Betts home run with where's Mookie home run? That Will Smith home run. Here we go. Yeah, we'll find a little later. But yeah, Mookie Betts, he leaves the yard. I got to do this thing right. I got to get my Mookie home run to make sure you guys see it, because Mookie deserves a lot of credit for that. And I think producer Antonio did not send me the right video, so we'll talk to him about that. But yeah, we'll more on that a little later. But Mookie Betts hits a home run early on. That puts the Dodgers up, and just like that, a 1-0 lead. A 1-0 lead, a 403 feet for Mookie Betts. And you're talking about a Marcus Lynn Betts that was mired in an 0 for 22 slump at one point. That was 3 for 43 in the last couple of postseasons combined. And he comes up big. He puts the Dodgers on top early, and that set the tone. That made the statement when you're going up against Dylan Cease, the Padres starter, going on 3 days rest. And just like that, you get an early lead, and you give your bullpen just a little bit of a cushion there. Teoscar did follow that home run up with a single, and they didn't take advantage of that. Muncy flied to center, and Smith lined to left, and those were short at-bats, both swing on the first pitch. So I didn't love that at-bat quality, but still, you get 1 run on 2 hits early on. And then Ryan Brazier, he starts the game off for the Dodgers. He gets a rise to ground out. Then he gets Tatis swinging on 3 pitches. Did a really nice job with Tatis in that at-bat. You saw a slider out on the outer half. You saw a slider out and away. And they were trying to keep it off the inside part of the plate, off the fat part of the plate, the inner quadrant where Tatis Jr. likes to pull it, likes to take off, and you saw the tanky hit off of Walker Buehler. That was a 94-mile-per-hour fastball right in his nitro zone on the inner half. Well, Brazier, you saw the game plan. It was down to way and then low, and he got him to strikeout swing on a slider down below in the zone, and he gets profiled to foul to first. So he goes 1, 2, 3, and then the second inning, the Dodgers offense, it was a much more measured, much more relentless style of approach. Tommy Edman does ground to first for the first out, but Gavin Lux, give Gavin Lux a lot of credit. His fingerprints, his stamp is all over this series. You saw in game 1, he got the offense going to set up that 3-run home run for Shohei Ohtani. He, even the loss, the 10-2 loss, he had to sacrifice fly. Tonight, he draws a 5-pitch, 1-out walk. Then Kike Hernandez in the starting lineup in center field, 2-2 pitch. He singles to center. That sets the Dodgers up with runners on the corners with 1 out. Chris Taylor, next batter, he strikes out swing on a 4-seam fastball up and away. But then Shohei Ohtani, 2 strikes at the plate. I love this AB from Shohei because he wasn't trying to hit another 3-run home run off of Dylan Cease. He was just trying to get good contact, and he was trying to do damage with a pitch in the zone, and he certainly does that. First pitch to the at-bat, he singles to right, and the Dodgers get the scoring going even more.
Base hit right field. Ohtani passed it, drawn in a rise. Who was holding the runner at first, able to spank it by him, and it's 2-0 Dodgers.
And you love that. You love the approach right there. Shohei Ohtani not trying to hit it to the bleachers, not trying to get a bleacher reacher right there. I like this from Ibakura. Job's not done. D-Mac looked like he wants to cry tears of joy. Okay, no Robert slander or bet slander from Stranger. Let's go Dodgers from Pound for Pound. Yeah, definitely keep firing away in the comments section, guys, and we will get to your comments. And, yeah, your comments are on the screen, and they're featured on the #1 Dodgers show on the internet. So keep firing away with your comments, guys. We got Dodgers LFG. By the way, let me know what you guys want to see the Dodgers do in Game 5. But Shohei Ohtani, his 2-out single to right, that did add another run. Gavin Lux scored. That was 2-0 Dodgers. And then that was it. That was it. That was all we saw from Dylan Cease. And if you watch the postgame show, the second I read on Twitter that they were going Dylan Cease, my face lit up because then I felt really good about the Dodgers' chances of getting back in this series because Dylan Cease, he has been awful. He has been dreadful. The Padres ace has been terrible in the postseason. Now his postseason ERA is close to 13, and the Dodgers chased him early on. Dylan Cease, the Padres ace, goes just 1 2/3 innings, allowed 3 runs on 4 hits through 38 pitches, just 22 strikes. So, really nice measured approach by this Dodgers offense to knock out Dylan Cease early in this one. He's now has a 14.40 postseason ERA this year. So Dylan Cease, their ace, he's been dreadful. He's been awful, and that's why I felt good about the Dodgers getting back in this one, because it felt like a desperate move by Mike Schilt and his Padres team, and that is a move that did not pay dividends, and the Dodgers were able to capitalize early on to get an early lead in this one, to chase their starter and then get into that Padres bullpen early. That brought in Hoying to pitch to Mookie Betts, and then Mookie Betts, first pitch, he jumps on one, he singles, the Dodgers add more runs.
Betts shoots the first one he sees into right field. Here comes Kike Hernandez. Throw from Tatis has no chance, and it's 3-0 LA. Mookie Betts 2 for 2, 4 out of his last 6 after the 0 for 22 slide.
So there you go. Contact is king. I was speaking to someone with the Dodgers today, and one thing they told me was they wanted to see a more contact-oriented approach, and he was comparing it to what we've seen with the Padres as far as their ability to put the ball in play. When you put the ball in play and you hit the ball hard and you square it up, some point, good things are going to happen for you, and I don't think that it was a coincidence that that inning, you had Shohei Ohtani and Mookie Betts, who are very capable of hitting home runs. Both of it hit home runs in this series, but that inning, it was singles that kept the offense alive. They kept the inning going and kept the Dodgers out there working the pitch counts and scoring runs. And that run scored Kike Hernandez. The Dodgers go up 3-0. That brought up Teoscar with runners on first and second. And Teoscar, he grounded out to the pitcher to end the inning. But another scoring situation for the Dodgers. They capitalized. They scored 2 runs on 3 hits, and they took a 3-0 lead. And then Ryan Brazier, he comes back out to face Manny Machado. Great matchup. You're going up against a righty. And it was a long at-bat, an 8-pitch at-bat. But what they do, you know how to get Manny Machado out at this point, okay? Get him to chase. Get him to offer at pitches out of the zone. I'm pretty sure you wonderful Dodgers fans out there, you could probably get Manny Machado to strike out by throwing something on the outer half that he'll chase at, because he just is undisciplined when it comes to that. And in this case, he does make contact. He grounds out, and that goes for the first out. And then Dave comes out, and he brings out Anthony Bonda. So I asked for Anthony Bonda as my second reliever out, and we got it. Merrill Kelly, he strikes him out on 4 pitches. Nasty slider. Really nice feel for that slider early on in his appearance. And then, unfortunately, he ends up walking the next batter, Xander Bogaerts, on 6 pitches. And then David Peralta, after getting ahead in the count 0-2, 6th pitch to the at-bat, he singled to center to give the Padres runners on first and second with 2 outs. But thankfully, you still had the lefty-lefty matchup against Bonda and Cronenworth, and the Bonda Express delivered. A 1-1 count. He got Cronenworth to pop to short to end the inning. And then, top of the 3rd inning, the Dodgers continuing their relentless approach, continuing to say, you know what, we want to get this thing done early, score as many runs early on this game as we possibly can, because what that did in this one, it was so pivotal, okay? It's one thing to score 3 runs in the 6th inning when it's a tight game, because your pitching staff is having all these stressful innings, pitching in a close ball game, they're throwing harder, there's less margin for error, and also it would allow that Petco Park crowd to light up. And that Petco Park crowd, 46,000 Padres fans, were just dying for something to cheer for. And by scoring early when they did, it took that Padres crowd out of the picture. They were sitting on their hands. I have seen more life in a nursing home than I saw at Petco Park tonight with how quiet that crowd was early on. And it was because of the Dodgers' early offense. Top of the 3rd inning, Max Muncy, he gets himself into a hitter's count, 3-1 count in the 5th pitch of the at-bat. He doubles to right, and that sets up me. That sets up Will Smith. Will Smith, 1-1 count. He absolutely hits a tank. The clutch Prince goes deep, hits the longest home run of the postseason.
We got to be confident. Smashed in the air, center field, way back and gone. Will Smith with a long home run. And the Dodgers with a 5-0 lead as they try to force Game 5.
So just like that, a 5-run lead early on in this one. And that was huge based on what we've seen, always falling behind, always trying to climb into it. But a 432-foot exit velo, 108.7 miles per hour off the bat. I mean, that was a bomb by Smitty. Just hitting one absolutely deep that gets him into a place where he's better at the plate too. And that was the longest home run by any player in Major League Baseball through the 2024 postseason. So just a reminder that Will Smith, he still has it in him. That home run, by the way, would be a bomb in 29 parks in Major League Baseball. Hit an absolute tank. And you're feeling really good about it. I mean, a 5-0 lead at that point, and you're able to get 2 runs on 2 hits, and then Michael Kopech. I mean, when I saw Michael Kopech getting ready in that Dodgers bullpen, I said, uh-oh, Dodgers ain't effing around tonight. Dave ain't messing around, okay? Dave wants to see Game 5. Dave doesn't want to lose his job, even though I thought that was a ridiculous thing to begin with. Michael Kopech is your most dominant, most powerful high-leverage reliever. We're talking about someone who threw 102.6 miles per hour earlier this season. It was the fastest hardest throw Dodgers pitched since 2009 when our old friend Jonathan Broxton was pumping 103. And you're using him in the 3rd inning? I love it. All gas, no brakes. Burn the boats type of mentality for the Dodgers tonight. And you had a little switcheroo there, too. Kike, you had Chris Taylor at third base in that situation. And then Higashioka, Kopech, he strikes him out looking. Really nice 4-seam fastball, nice spin, 99 on the gun. And then Arias, he gets into fly out. And then Tatis Jr., give him credit. Tatis Jr. has been hotter than the devil's armpit this postseason. 2-2 count. He hits a ground roll double. And that ground roll double, hot off the bat. But guess what? It wasn't a home run. And if that's a home run, it's a 5-1 game. So at this point, you almost feel like, okay, limiting Fernando Tatis Jr. to a ground roll double is a victory. It's a win in that situation. Then he came back to get Profar to fly out to left. And I just love the confidence and the swagger. By the way, how about, I'm not saying you want to hit anyone, but how about the second pitch, the at-bat to Fernando Tatis Jr., a little sweet chin music, right? I like the swag. I like what Michael Kopech brings, man. He's one of my back alley brawler type dudes. You're going to go into a bar fight, Michael Kopech's a guy that you want behind you. He's a dog, man. He's got dog of the game. And then top of the 4th inning, nothing much happening. Shohei drew a 1-out walk on 4 pitches. Betts flew to center for the 2nd out. Teoscar reached on an infield single to 3rd. But the Dodgers should have scored another run on this. And it was a very bizarre play, something we haven't seen pretty much ever. And just take a look at this play here.
0-2 pitch. Chopper to 3rd. That's a fair ball that hits off the umpire. Wow. Ohtani's coming home. Machado's throw is going to get him. The Padres get a break with some help from the 3rd base umpire, Mark Ripperger. Ohtani's out at home and the inning is over.
I mean, can you believe that? It hits Mark Ripperger right on the inner part of his forearm, and Machado fields it, and they get Ohtani at the plate. Now, Ohtani did a really nice job sliding and was almost safe on the play, but that should have made it 6-0. The Dodgers getting robbed out of a run. Look, I think the official score tonight should just say 9-0 because we know that should have been a run right there, and it almost felt fluky. It almost felt like, oh my goodness, if the Dodgers lose this game by 1 run, this is almost going to feel like a curse. It's almost going to feel like just something that is ridiculous. And just looking at it again, I mean, come on now. What is this? Just ground ball, and then boom, that's going to go right in the corner right there, and he's going to score easily. And it's going to be 6-0, but somehow, some way, I'm telling you, the Padres sell their souls to the devil, or what is it? And this guy's saying, F you, yeah, guess what? You lost, homie. So, I mean, you look at this right there. I mean, it was not fun while it was happening, and you felt pretty good about the way the bullpen was pitching and their Dodgers' chances to get the win, but still, thankfully, this is not a bigger story than it is, because if the Dodgers lose today, we're going to be absolutely rioting tonight if that hadn't been reversed. And then Alex Vesia, In to pitch the 5th inning, he gives up a leadoff single to David Peralta, and then he walks Cronenworth. So the first 2 men reach on Alex Vezia there in the 5th inning. Then he gets Higashioka to strike out. Really nice back foot slider for the first out. Then he gets Arias to fly to right. And then Dave Roberts back out on the mound. Still a 5-0 game. Still a lot of outs left for the Padres to work with. Dave goes to the mound, takes the ball, and gets Evan Phillips to face Fernando Tatis Jr. with runners on first and second. This really could be the at-bat of the game. One of the moments of the game for the Dodgers. I mean, when you score 8 runs, you figure all the moments are offensively. But when you look at where this game was at, 5-0 at that point. One swing makes this a 2-run game with a lot of game left, and Evan Phillips came out there and quickly gets ahead in the count. 2 beautiful sweepers, one in the inner half to get him looking that kind of froze Tatis, and another one where he got him to chase on the outer half. Then he misses twice. He tries to get him to chase a couple on the outer half, and that makes the count 2-2. But on the 5th pitch of the at-bat, he goes sweeper, goes on the outer quarter, and he fouls it off. It goes as a fly out, and there you go. Gets out of the inning, no damage done. Great pull there by Dave Roberts. Dave Roberts was pulling all the right levers tonight. He was pushing the right buttons. And then Estrada, the Padres player who doesn't think that Game 5, that's the softest thing I've ever heard, by the way. Estrada is the softest pitcher, player in Major League Baseball for not wanting the Game 5 to be played at Dodger Stadium because of the fans thing. I mean, ridiculous. But top of the 6th, Lux reached on an infield single to second. Kike struck out looking. Taylor struck out swing. Ohtani walked. And with runners on first and second, Mookie Betts, he flied out. So they were creating opportunities, not always capitalizing tonight. I mean, this Dodgers team, throughout the night, you were finding ways to put yourself in position to generate offense. And the Dodgers went 5 for 9 with runners in scoring position. And it's not like the Padres didn't have their opportunities, but Dodgers relievers, they kept them at bay. The Padres, they went 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position. They left 9 men on base. So the Dodgers did really nice work pitching with runners in scoring position in high leverage situations to put up zeros all night long. And then the top of the 7th inning, the Dodgers go for the jugular. Max Muncy was hit by a pitch with 1 out, and then Will Smith, he grounded to a fielder's choice to short. Muncy was safe at second after a fielding error there by Xander Bogaerts. So it was hot off the bat of Will Smith, who's all of a sudden starting to hit the ball hard, hit the ball deep, and good things happen. Like I said, good things happen when you put the ball in play. Contact is king, especially against a Padres team that is trying to do the same thing. So they're matching them, and they did that tonight. And the next batter, Tommy Edman, he hit a sacrifice bunt to score Max Muncy. One of my pregame keys was I wanted to see at least one bunt from Tommy Edman. I prayed to the baseball gods, please, please, baseball gods, give me one bunt from Tommy Edman, and I got my Tommy Edman bunt. The Dodgers plate another run. They take a 6-0 lead there in the 7th inning, and then Peralta comes in to face Gavin Lux. They go for the lefty-lefty matchup, and first pitch, Gavin Lux, boom! The Dodgers' good Lux charm crushes a bomb, crushes a 2-run bomb to make it 8-0 Dodgers. And just like that, you're thinking, it's on, baby. Game 5 at the Ravine. Kike, he comes up, is able to get a single to center, and then he ends up at second on a wild pitch by Peralta, but Chris Taylor had a rough night. He struck out swinging to end the inning, but the Dodgers get another 3 runs on 2 hits and the error there in the 7th inning. And then the rest of the way, they were coasting. Hudson came in, pitched the 7th inning. He gave up a triple to Cronenworth, but bounced back and got Higashioka to pop to short, so no damage done there. Then the 8th inning, Blake Trinan did have some traffic. Arias reached on infield single to short. Tatis grounded to a fielder's choice at third. Profar singled to right, but he bounces back to get Machado swinging, and Merrill grounded to second. So the thing I love about Blake Trinan is you do want to have him reverse this trend where he's having to pitch with runners on, but he has this knack for just zeroing in on the hitter and being able to execute. His stuff moves more than military family. He's nasty. He's able to execute in those spots, and he's one of their key high leverage relievers. And then bottom of the ninth inning, friend of the show, the Knack Attack. I could not be happier. I can't wait to talk to him after the game because Landon Knack making his postseason debut. He comes in. He had Pajes in center field. Taylor moved over to left. Bogarts reached on an infield single to third, but then he bounces back, gets Peralta to fly to left. Cronenworth struck out swinging, and then he gets Higashioka to pop to shortstop. The Dodgers get the win 8-0. They force a Game 5, and now we are going to open it up. We're going to talk some Dodger baseball and some more takeaways from this one and all of your takes. But welcome to the Dodgers Nation post-game show, guys. We got ignore the Padres players, don't feed them. Yeah, and that's the best thing that we saw from the Dodgers team is they came out focused. They weren't worried about this Padres team and all the theatrics that came out with it. They just went out there and said, you know what, we are going to play our style of baseball, and that's focusing on every pitch and trying to go out there and play our game that was the best offense in baseball throughout the year, and they certainly did just that. So some post-game notes. Freddie Freeman, this is from Jack Harris. Freddie Freeman said he and the team decided at breakfast he wasn't going to play tonight. Him being in the lineup initially was just some gamesmanship, he said. He's hopeful to play Friday, but it still all depends on how his ankle feels the next couple of days. So, yeah, at this point, it feels like Freddie Freeman is the Dodgers' Kirk Gibson. And I think, look, I mean, you're going to miss Freddie Freeman's bat. You certainly are. There's no doubt about that. But the truth is, I mean, Kike Hernandez was a spark plug. Kike was a spark plug. I mean, early on, it was Gavin Lux and Kike that got the offense going. Kike with the hit, Lux with the walk, and that sparked the Ohtani base hit there early on in the game. And look, I'm not saying that Kike is better than Freddie Freeman. If Freddie Freeman is more than 75 to 80%, yeah, I mean, you definitely want to see him in there for sure. But I think that now you have insurance because Will Smith, the way he's swinging the bat, he looks better. Better swing. Same with Max Muncy. And yes, I always say it takes more than one game to get into a slump and more than one game to get out of a slump, but you can try to mask that. And look, you need Freddie Freeman to win the World Series. I really do think, I mean, he's an MVP, Gold Glove first baseman. You certainly need him in this series. So I'm not saying you got to look past Game 5 because Game 5 is going to be a war, but getting him healthy and as ready as possible for the next series could be a pro if you don't have him. Knowing Freddie Freeman, you're going to have to cut off his foot for him not to play a Game 5. So I think it's going to be tough to keep him out of this series. But on the series, he is 3 for 11 with no extra base hits, hitting .273. So it tells me that his ankle is impacting his swing, whether or not he likes to admit it. And it just kind of makes you wonder how compromised he is at this point because of it. Because it is an injury that is going to take over a month to heal. Now, the other big question is the pitching plan. Dave Roberts was asked about the pitching plan for Game 5, and this is what Dave Roberts told reporters. He said, no, we don't have a pitching plan. Fortunately, tonight, we were very efficient as far as our pen, which was great. So we've got some options. I think that we could run the same playbook back and run a bullpen game. We can start Jack. We can start Yoshinobu. So tomorrow we've got a workout from 4 to 6, and it will give us a chance to talk to the relievers and see how everybody's feeling. But right now, no Game 5 starter. So first and foremost, I love that because we really don't know what the plan is yet, but they have options. And as Dave pointed out, you did have efficiency from your relievers, and you have the game off, and you have your 2 frontline starters. So you got a lot of bullets in the chamber to work with. It's just a matter of who do you feel most confident about. I think for me, the thing that Dave Roberts was flawless manager. It was a managerial masterclass from Dave Roberts tonight. A managerial masterclass. It was flawless, okay? If it weren't for Miguel Rojas' blunder, this series would be over. I truly do believe that. I truly do, okay? And I think that you kind of have to trust baseball ops at this point. I think the thing about Yamamoto is this. We know when he's on that his stuff is terrific. But I think there's also a world where you could see Yamamoto going out there, giving up a couple walks and a 3-run home run, and just like that, you're down 3-0 in Game 5. That's what I don't want to see. Jack Flaherty, he gave you a B+, or no, more like a C+, B- type start in Game 2. I think the floor is higher, and you could see him go 5 innings of 3-run ball, but the way this bullpen has performed, I would feel much better about just deploying all of your key bullpen pieces in that Game 5 and then advancing and then living to see a 7-game series where there's more margin for error. Your depth plays out more during the course of a 7-game series. So, yeah, I mean, I personally, depending on how much gas the bullpen has in the tank, I would prefer to go with the bullpen game over Jack Flaherty and Yoshinobu Yamamoto. But I think I would go bullpen game, Flaherty, Yamamoto. And then there's a world, too, where you want to keep one of those guys fresh for Game 1, too, because you're going to need to have another series. Because, come on, man, you guys think Ohtani going to lose Game 5 to that team down south, the baseball Clippers? I mean, I don't think they're going to lose to the baseball Clippers in Game 5. Do you guys think so? Where are all the Padres fans in here tonight? Yeah, where are they at, guys? You know, I'm gonna sip some of their tears really quick. Give me a second. We got BDG. Bring your batteries to Friday night's game, Dodgers fans. I have those AA D cells on standby if the Padres start their stuff again. Oh, come on. That is not condone here. That's just stupid. No, don't be that fan. Don't give Dodgers fans a bad name. Okay? Don't embarrass us, please. Don't throw stuff on the field. That's embarrassing. D-Mac, do you start Muncy at first base and use Freddie as a pinch hitter? That's from Andrew Nathan _RPS 199 super chat. Look, I mean, Max Muncy was hitting the ball hard tonight, and he was playing Gold Glove first base years ago. Of course, that was a while ago, but it's just the only thing we just don't know is how Freddie's ankle is responding. Because, I mean, if you've seen some of these videos of him walking before the game, it just doesn't look good. He doesn't look like he's 100% there, and that compromises him defensively. And you can't just hit, right? You have to hit and run. So, but still, you got game. So we got Yamamoto and an opener. Ben Casperius on Friday. Okay. I was like, Yamamoto Masterclass incoming for real. I trust Yamamoto. I mean, I think Yamamoto is going to be a big part of this run, right? I mean, they need Yamamoto to figure things out. Let's not forget, though, he's a rookie. Let's not forget the Padres have had success against him this season. And the last thing you want is to trail early and have a quiet Dodger Stadium crowd, whereas you could just use even an opener to get to Yamamoto potentially if you want some length out of him. But we got, here we go. Oh, man. Let's see what we got here. Make sure, guys. Give me 1 second. Here we go. But yeah, welcome to the Dodgers Nation post-game show, guys. Going to read some more of your comments, make sure everything's going smooth on my end. Here we go, guys. Oh, no. Starting to lag a little bit. I think it might be this. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, hang tight, guys. I think it's firing away. Here we go. I think it just started like right now. All right, should be okay. Let's see. All right. We got Claymation. Yeah, hey, D-Mac doing the robot dance. Unplug and plug it back in. Lance Lynn on Friday from Juan Navarro. Yeah, I don't want to see that. Do not want to see that. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. Let's see. Lou. Yeah, we got so many here and there the lives. It's great to have you guys here. Welcome to the Dodgers Nation post-game show. We got Clippers, our LA. Let's go Clips. Okay. 3-point. Yeah, 56 game modems are obsolete. I heard. Here we go. Let's see here. 1 second, guys. All right.
It's hard to hit in this league. We got to be confident. Smashed in the air, center field, way back and gone. Will Smith with a long home run, and the Dodgers with a 5-0 lead as they try to force Game 5. Base hit right field. Ohtani passed it, drawn in Arise, who was holding the runner at first, able to spank it by him, and it's 2-0 Dodgers.